decided then that I would pick the very first part, which actually draws on Jafar Panahi's tremendous Iranian film, Talaya Sulk, or Crimson Gold in English. And the description of that leads to reflections on modernity, but I promised to keep it to only 4 paragraphs and 5 minutes, so we will be out of here before August the 14th or whatever it is that the book release date is supposed to be. So here it goes. Modernity has many guises. In Jafar Panahi's acclaimed 2003 film Crimson Gold, the protagonist, Hossein, is a stolid, blue-collar veteran of the Iran-Iraq War who delivers pizzas in Tehran. This exposes Hossein to the full spectrum of urban sprawl, from clogged traffic to privileged suburbs, whose inhabitants might as well be in Las Vegas. In a poignant encounter at the end of the film, Hossein finds himself in the lavish quarters of the other, a client who is lean, loquacious, wealthy, and worldly. This occurs on the heels of a delivery impeded by police who have cordoned off the decadent young guests at a late-night party. It all conspires to drive poor Hossein to extremes, though he is generous enough to dole out pizza slices to the policemen who block his delivery. Crimson Gold interrogates more than the 1979 Iranian Revolution's cry of solidarity with the oppressed. Certainly, there is plenty of blame to go around. If the theocratic state stifles personal freedoms that youths crave, we are reminded of the class implications by a policeman who says of rich and indulgent partygoers, their kind sleeps during the day. If the wealthy are awash in new technology, what frustrates Hossein is a broken elevator that compels him to climb 4 flights of stairs. The traffic chokes, yet Hossein is a participant on his sizable motorcycle. Avarice is everywhere. Quote, if you want to arrest a thief, you'll have to arrest the world, says one daytime felon. It is the human condition that Crimson Gold engages with plaintively, in the spirit of contemporary Iranian cinema spearheaded by Panahi's mentor, Abbas Kiarostami, and Samira Makhmalbaf, among others. We are invited not merely to observe the sins and blessings of on-screen characters, but to reflect on the culture, ethics, and political reality in which individuals and communities find themselves, on the outcomes of choices made by an ever-widening circle of people that finally encompasses history itself. Cinema as a medium lends itself especially well to such an exploration. Its technology allows the flow of images that purport to represent humans and their environment in narratives of varying complexity and depth. Theater, of course, does this too, and with the advantage of presence that the stage offers, but without the range of depictive power that the camera commands. Surely this has much to do with the politically transgressive power of cinema, which keeps censors busy in every society. Crimson Gold was banned in Iran, even as Jafar Panahi, the director, and several fellow directors have been denied permission to enter the United States. That transgressive power is not only about what the images convey, but how they do so. For cinema captures the visual flattening of time, rendering it in a domain that is profane, mundane, stolen from the realm of the sacred as surely as the fire of Prometheus. It is in this sense that Charles Baudelaire's The Painter of Modern Life, 1860, draws our attention to the sheer scope of the narrative power of images. To Baudelaire's essay is ascribed the very first use of the term modernity. Baudelaire sought to depict the everyday with its crowds and incognitos from which he sought to extract significance, rather like Panahi's roving camera. He found much to embrace and disdain in the here and now. But what is distinctive is Baudelaire's persistent quest for a furtive yet eternal present. Distinctive because it is about the appreciation and measure of time that we have come to regard as the quintessence of modernity. Time, technology, the cherishing of individual subjectivity amidst class difference, civil society, and a heightened consciousness of the presence of the state. All these give substance to the varying guises of modernity. The ways in which they do so may appear inevitable, much like the anarchic traffic in which poor Hussein is routinely enmeshed on his pizza deliveries, or the weakened city flocking of trendy men and women in 19th century Paris amidst the ascent of the middle class. But these outcomes of a myriad choices are hardly inevitable, nor do they bear the same significance, emerging out of histories that are both shared and distinct. Baudelaire's obsession with the here and now was integral both to the secular as a new historical phenomenon and to secularism as a European sociopolitical doctrine. Jafar Panahi's obsession with urban time also harkens to the secular, but it is located in a cultural space that seeks alternatives to European secularism. It is here, in realities that are overlapping yet distinctive, that we find expressions of the civil, which make for modernities in the plural.